Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Now, why is everybody smiling like that? You're trying to come up properly or something. Okay. Now, yeah, actually, Ganga can go behind, but wow, Varalakshmi has just come. Thank you, Varalakshmi. Okay.
Go behind in the
So
sense.
now let us start. Thank you all for coming. And as I said, the main reason for this meeting is so that I can we can document in a video form all the stuff that I've been writing in the journal. Today, as you've seen, I've written quite a lot, and this is of course not has come in a single day. All these things have been cooking in my mind for a very long time. So I have all this stuff in my head. So I wanted to get it out. You have to realize that we have crossed two milestones. Yeah, the first milestone was when I did a very small proof of concept sort of a thing where we had only 10-15 people, and we were able to do it. And because I saw value in that, I then started giving it to a lot more people, and now we have 50 people. That is our second milestone. Yeah. So these are very critical milestones and very difficult to achieve. uh, this is where me. Okay, you have to okay. Okay. So yeah, so main so this is a very critical milestone, and these two milestones are very difficult to reach, and we have reached it. From here on, uh, the only thing that will matter is how we'll grow. Yeah, everything else is sorted for us. Yeah, thank you, Ashish. I'll just recap anyways to everybody again. Keep recapping. So two critical milestones have been reached, and the only thing that we have to do is now grow. The main structure of the program, everything can remain the same. The DNA is there. We know how to do things. We got one of the best people, and all the people we have are through word of mouth. That means that they actually found value and they're staying. Yeah. So now we have to grow, and that is the basic premise. So the best way for me to do will be to show the journal and then talk about it. I'll give you a link which you can see. It's shared publicly, so anybody can see it. There isn't any secret in that as such. Only today's journal. I'll put it in the chat. So you can click that and you can see today's journal. I can probably share it as well. Then it'll probably, let me just say share the screen. Okay. No, I'll just do a tab. That'll be better. That way. So I'll do a share tab. Okay, and then say Notion. Yeah, that way. Okay. So you're all seeing the same thing that I am seeing. Then open the same tab again in another place. So I can see that as well. Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, that's nice. Both are getting big. So can you see it? Yeah. Maybe I have to do it here. Then. Can I take this tab out? Oh, wow. That's really good. So I can easily, okay. It's not too big, right, for you?
No, it's
No,
good.
it's good.
Okay. So this is the journal I've painstakingly written in the. Is I done? Okay. Yeah. So it'll reload. Okay. So the first thing that I want to say is about the status updates. Yeah, as you can see, there are multiple forms of status updates now. Yeah, I know it is painful, and that is why it's an evolving process. So now I have a slightly better way of doing the status, so it is not painful. The main thing we have to realize is in any organization, status updates are compulsory. Yeah, but they become very monotonous and painful in an organization. Yeah. One of the main things that I want in RUMQ journey is the status update has to be fun. You feel like doing it. For example, I got up in the morning to write this. Yeah. It has to be fun. People should not feel forced to give their updates. So there are many ways of making anything fun. For me, the most fun way is to create a text document and write it, because I'm that kind of a person. But that may not be the same thing for everybody. So I've given multiple ways of doing status updates, and it is for the people to choose what they want. For example, right now there are things that we already do, right? There is a team stand-up Slack message thread where everybody is putting a message. Yeah, that's an existing method. And you find that people will start enthusiastically. Okay, in the first week, you'll see everybody writing, and then gradually people stop doing it. Yeah, and then the Scrum Masters will have this very painful thing where they'll have to ask everybody to do it. Right? It is not the fault of the people for doing it. Yeah, and Scrum Masters will want it because it's their job to make sure that the status is there. Right? They have to know the status. The reason that happens is because it becomes monotonous. It's the same thing they're doing every day. They say, I did the tasks that are already there. So it is meaningless to have that kind of a status. Yeah. But we started with that because you have to understand how it is done in the industry currently. Yeah. And because we are going to be an organization where we are going to do everything in a much better way, that is not a good thing for us. The second thing we do is daily stand-up Scrum Live. That is also done in organizations where you actually stand up and do. Even that is very good, but we might not have enough time to do it. Yeah, because we are going to a bigger organization. We may not have enough, but still there is maybe a need, because some people don't have this opportunity to speak to public and all. They might have their things, then they want to get it sorted. This is a very good way. If they get a chance to speak every day a bit, they get freedom, so they might want to do it. So what I'm saying is, if somebody really wants it, they can ask for us and say, I want to do it. Yeah, then the Scrum Master will arrange for it. You won't do it, force it on people who are already really good. And if I'm doing the status, you should not ask me to give status updates. There's no point in that. Yeah, I'm not gaining anything. My status updates has to come in a different way. I'll tell you how it should come. Next is Google Doc Journal. Okay, Google Doc Journal is the thing until now. And the reason for that is you're coming here for learning. Okay, so your learning has to be evident in some form that me or somebody can see and say, okay, you're actually learning. Or if you have any blockers, that is the real status update. Actually, there you're saying, this is what I've learned, this is what has happened, I'm having. So that is why I'm insisting everybody do, and really glad that a lot of people are doing. And everybody who's actually doing is actually improving leaps and bounds. I can see the improvement every single day. They're improving. Some people, you can't believe the kind of improvement that has come just in a month's time. Unbelievable improvements. So that is what's actually giving me this energy to continue on this process, because I can see it's adding value to the people's learning. So that's why I insist that you all have to do the journal. Yeah. But the thing is, if you write the journal, there is an expectation that I will see it, right? Because I'm the main person, because other people don't have access to it. Scrum Masters and all don't have it. And there is a reason why I did that. Somebody is joining here, learning, they'll be in a very vulnerable situation. They'll feel very out of place. They don't know whether they're fit this thing or not. And they'll have lots of things going on in their heads, right? So, but they all came here trusting me in the beginning. Yeah. So I wanted to make them feel that I'm the only person watching these things. So and I've had a meeting with each of them when they're coming in intro. So I know that they trust me. That's why they're continuing with me. So they were okay to discuss with me. Yeah. That's why I said, even while you're in the journey, while you're writing the journal, you're still talking to me. So you can. So that made a lot of people free up. A lot of people write a lot of stuff in there, which is very personal to them about the learning process, which is the main learning. Most of the learning comes from psychological issues only. Like there are lots of barriers towards learning. So all of them have been coming out, and then they're clearing up their things, and which is really good. In fact, some people think that I will actually respond. I will not respond to you when you write in your journal. It is your journal. Yeah. The way to communicate with me is to send a message or something. Yeah. That journal, even if I read, it's not right for me to reply, then you will know somebody is watching. And the best writing comes when you're free to write whatever comes to your mind without worrying about. So for somebody like me, I don't worry about what other people think. I'll keep writing. Even the very close things that I can write. Some people can't do that. So for them, for it to remain like that, I will not respond to you through the journal. Even if you write something there, I'll just read and keep quiet. That's still there. The other method is daily email to that email address, right? I'm asking daily email. All I wanted you people to do was copy from the journal and send an email. Yeah. Some people will actually send me another document. Then it beats the purpose. The purpose is it has to be quick. Email is one of the fastest things because it has been there for 25 years. 30, that was the first communication mechanism. So all email clients are blazingly fast. They won't take a second to open up. I can read 50 emails in less than 5 minutes. Yeah. But whereas if I have to do the same thing in a document, just opening the document will take me at least 15 minutes. All of the 50, each, just open, close, right? That's why I can't have so many documents. Email is much better comparatively. Yeah. And so you can keep doing that. Just 1 second. Okay. Now, the next option is, this is a new option. We can use the GitHub repository and can write as a text file. That's what I do. That's what you see. But this is a very techie kind of a thing. And most non-techies might find it difficult to start in the beginning, at least. I have ways to gradually ease you into this thing. Yeah. But it'll take some time. You can't just start and do it within a week. It might take a month or so, gradually. But if you actually land in here, your speed increases phenomenally. You can start doing things at 10x what you normally do. You can see, right? I've already written so much today. I'm also having a meeting. Yeah, partly because of the speed with which I can do, because I do on text files. I don't do in documents or stuff like that. Yeah. And I can teach you those things if some people are interested. If you really want to write a lot, I'll tell you how to do those things. I've given reasons why that is the case. Next, coming to this is the wonderful thing that I come up with, a personal channel on Slack. Okay, so each one who wants can have a personal channel like I have it. The advantage of that is Slack is really good for small messages, for putting links, putting documents, talking to people. Every single thing can be done in the Slack, right? So as you're learning during your day, there are moments when you want to share. Like you can say, I have seen this YouTube video, just put a link there. I have talked to this person about this thing. Just write some summary there. You can do agendas also there. Every single thing can be done there. Yeah, that's a very, very, very easy mechanism because people are used to instant messaging. It will be like talking to a friend. You keep writing messages. So throughout the day, there are updates. Yeah. So rather than sitting in and opening the document and writing, it's the old way of doing it. If you can actually put the status updates in your own channel, and after a while you'll start owning the channel. You'll feel like putting more because you can see you're producing so much. Yeah. Then everybody will know. But the only drawback with that particular thing is not exactly a drawback. You can always change the visibility to only me or only Scrum Masters, depending on your thing. Yeah, that can also be done. The main drawback for me is Slack is not free. With the free version, we get only 90 days of history. So anything beyond 90 days, it is there, but we can't see it. We have to pay money for that. Even if we pay money now, the moment we stop paying, they'll again take it away. That's why I'm not very keen on Slack. Yeah. But again, I'll tell you later on which is the best. By the way, are you all following what I'm saying? You have any questions? Okay. Then you can we can have a Q&A at the end after everything is over if you want. Yeah. That way we can edit that out very easily. Yeah. PC channel on Slack. The disadvantages, of course, the 90 days thing. I'm giving a link you can click and see, and that's a good way of checking also. So I put a Google question. That's how you find out information. Just write how long does Slack free trial last. A lot of people will come to me and ask information. The best way to ask is Google. You have to know what to ask though. When you write it properly, the first thing that comes will tell you what you need to know. Yeah, that's a skill you have to develop. That's a separate topic. Picking the right form. Okay. Now, because there are so many ways of doing it, some people might blindly do everything. I don't want you to do that. Some people, because they want to show that they are good, don't do that. Okay, I have tell you what you, if you're really want to do it, then the best thing will be just to do Google GitHub. Even if you do just the GitHub, it's more than enough for me. Yeah. But then in GitHub, in maybe slightly more public. Yeah. Then what you can do is you can have GitHub and a combination. Might even send me an email, which is slightly more personal stuff once in a while, whatever. Or you can have a combination of personal Slack also. Go through this, see what it feels comfortable to you. Okay. The only thing that I'm saying is for the people who are not doing anything now, we have zero idea what they're doing, right? Some of them. For them, we'll have a personal channel. Because that way it will be easier for, if they can't write something in the personal channel what they're learning, I can be 100% sure they're not learning anything. Yeah. If they're not learning at all, then there's no need for them to be here. Yeah. So personal channel, and also personal channel can be given to anybody who wants, like people who are having roles can do it. If you want to, for example, because they are doing so much, you can't go here and there and tell people. You tell where you are, like I'm doing, right? Tell everybody what it is in one place. Okay, now coming to the current roles in the organization. Some you'll understand, some you will probably not know. The reason I was insisting everybody call me Pawarji was because I am not Pawarji. My role is Pawarji. I am Power V, doing the role of Pawarji. So tomorrow somebody else can easily stand in for the same role. I can do something else. That is the reason behind it. People calling me Pawarji. Yeah. And then because I may or may not be there every day, there may be something required. We need a voice Pawarji role, which currently Ganga is handling. Like if I can't do something, she stands in and she does whatever she can with her thing. Yeah, that's the vice presidency, which also means that one day she can take over this role. Yeah? So, and because it's such a complex role, a lot of people can be trained at the same time. And you know me, if you are interested, if you tell me, I'll allow you to do it. But of course, this is the one role where I'll use discretion. Even if you ask, I might say no in the beginning. This is the one role, because there's a lot involved in it, which I cannot say at this stage to a lot of people. Because I don't, like I say, the DNA shouldn't change. Yeah. And if somebody comes at that position, the DNA will change in one day. So I don't want that to happen until we are a 500 people organization, for example. Yeah. Then Scrum Masters, you know who the Scrum Masters are: Ganga, Priya, Sneha, and they're being shadowed by Akshata and Deepa currently. And there is a fast track Scrum Master as well. People who are really keen, who want to do really quickly, fast, can come to me and say, no, I want to do it quickly. I don't want to go through all these things. That is also fine. So I'm saying you can do that. So who asked for that? And she's on fast track. That is why she's handling GitHub right on day one. Although she's never done anything, because she's very quick. I know she is capable of doing it, and I can very quickly train her. That if somebody wants to be Scrum Master in 1 week, I'll do it in 1 week. But you have to tell me, come and tell me. Yeah. And then we have a YouTube manager. Nandita said she wants to be, and she is capable. I think I've given her that role. Again, anybody wants to shadow, they can shadow. Each of the roles, I'll have separate meetings with them and have videos so that people understand what we are doing. Then, even if you have some idea of what's happening, you can listen to that video and say, okay, this is something that I can do. Then you can come to me. Yeah, that is the reason. But I won't go into detail at this moment. I'll just say what they are. Then Book Talk Manager. It's a very bad name we have given, but we'll change it. It's basically a sort of a taster for RUMQ Journey. We don't want people to come to that like complete thing, right? It's a big thing. Most people will not have their life sorted in such a way they can say, I'll take on this commitment. Yeah. So we have to gradually ease them into something like this. The first thing we can do is ask them to come to taster sessions, only 15 minutes every day. They can come in, go in whatever fashion they normally do, like most of the people used to do in RUMQ Journey in the beginning. They can randomly come and all that. Then once they see the value that this brings in, then they can say they'll want. But we'll say, okay, you have to be these things to be able to do this. Then they will do it. Then we have Instagram manager. Akshata Shiralkar is already a pro at this. So we will take her help. And Preeti showed interest, so Preeti will shadow her. Same thing with Facebook manager. I think whoever is good at Instagram kind of thing will also be good at Facebook manager thing. So Akshata will do that as well, along with Preeti. Then there is a newsletter manager. Okay, so Anuradha writes really well, and her writing has improved leaps. She started off really well, and she's really well written actually. She puts together things really well. So I'm giving her that role. Yeah. So where she will do the RUMQ journey news beats, because so much is happening in the organization. It's not easy for people to catch up with what's happening. Yeah, people can't consume information at that rate if they're not very dedicated to that particular. I'm dedicated to, I can do it. Some of you are dedicated to this, you can do it. Not everybody can do it, so we can't expect that. So what Anuradha does is, she will read everything that we are writing and everything, and from that she'll extract summaries. Not everything needs to be known by everybody, right? She'll only some critical things she will extract, and from that she will make a daily update. People who can't follow Slack throughout the day, YouTube and all the things, right? They will get a summarized thing saying this is what happened in our RUMQ journey today. So she will keep doing it for a week, and then at the end of the week, I'm explaining only this because none of you will know what this is, right? That's why I'm explaining. And then at the end of the week, she will produce a news week letter. Initially, it will be only us. For the first few newsletters, it will be only us. Once the quality goes up to a certain level, then we can slowly start giving it to other people also. Okay. And then Google Calendar Manager, you know what Ganga basically does it right now. Google Spreadsheets also Ganga does it. Documents, mostly I do it, but Ganga also helps me. Slack Manager is also Ganga. Design Governor, I've put Katare. Because we have so many things, right? So many social media channels. Everywhere design matters. How it look. For example, currently our YouTube channel doesn't look good. I know there are lots of things that don't look good, but currently I'm only focusing on function. Once we have somebody who's good in design, understand what needs to be done, then all of those things will start looking good. Because even our website is okay. It's not bad, but it can be much better. It can be snazzy and all that with the same information. Information won't change, but the way it's presented, and I can easily pay money outside and get it done, but then we'll lose a valuable opportunity for somebody like Deepa who wants to get into something like that. So she will get this chance to try out things. And in the beginning, even if it's not that up to the mark, it's okay because it will be better than what I've already done. So that I'm okay with it. But if I get this designer right up front, designer will do a much better job, and then she'll feel okay, I can't do that, and she'll give up. So that is what happens. Every single rule, I want people to approach with the idea of playfulness. Okay, don't think I'm not there yet or not. You will be there in a few months' time. Like you're already here, right? None of you were having proper meetings or all those things just a month ago. Now you are professionals that way. Yeah, in a month's time, you will actually start doing that role also. You become professionals. Only I know that you people probably don't feel it. You are professional. In fact, some of you are so much better than real professionals I get to work with daily. You speak really good English. You come on time. You understand the value of time. Take responsibility. So many things that you do. Real world, most people don't do it, but they still have jobs because of other reasons. They probably got into a job very early in life or whatever. Something clicked for them and they got it. But they don't deserve. A lot of people don't deserve the jobs. But once they get a job, it's hard to remove them. So they remain. That's the only reason why a lot of people have jobs. See, seriously, you'll be amazed once you get into organizations. You will see, oh God, why have we not worked all these years? If these people can work and get money for what they're doing, why have I just sat at home just doing nothing? It's really amazing. So many people. The percentage, I will not tell you the percentage because it will be harsh on those people, but quite a lot of people actually don't deserve to be having the jobs and getting the kind of money they get. But the system is such that it makes it difficult for people to enter. Yeah, it's very difficult to get into IT industry if you're not. But once you get in, it's very easy to remain. You can have a resume that says I've got 7 years of experience, 8 years of experience. Once you put like that, people will take it. And you will see a lot of people in India take advantage of that. Even big companies, they'll just take they will never take a fresher who will come out of the college. The reason is nothing to do with whether they can do work or not. If they have 2-3 years of gap, the companies or the candidate themselves can say, I've got so many years of experience. Yeah. But if you see, most of them actually are worthless. But still, because if you're not trained in an organization to do the work, you can't do. We're not able to, if you're not ready on day one after your graduation, you're not ready after 3 years without doing anything as well, right? In fact, you'll get worse. If you're out of the college, you're still fresh, you're still in the learning mode. But that's how it is. The reason I'm telling you this is to improve. A lot of people might feel low in confidence. You think, am I right for this? I know you people are. Yeah, just have the faith and continue, take these rules and do it. And within 1 year, we'll be 1,000 people organization. Irrespective of how you people do, even if you don't do good jobs on those things, I'm very behind you. Those jobs will be done properly, and we will be a 1,000 people organization by next year. This time next year, yeah, very easily. Only thing is, I want that to be of good quality. If I just wanted some random quality, you could have very easily done. But I don't want that. My goal is to have a proper good quality 1,000 people. Yeah. Now, so Slack manager is Ganga, design is Pooja, Twitter is me, TikTok we don't have anybody, WhatsApp manager is me, LinkedIn manager is me, GitHub manager is me, and Pooja Kalpur, which I've started giving some things to her, and as she understands more, I'll give more to her. Digital marketing is with me, content writing is with me, Tech Java is with me, Tech Java Spring Boot is with me, Masterclass is with me, Lightning Talks with me, Maijo Talks with me, Tech Stand-in Ganga. So many things are with me, right? Not because I want to keep it. If somebody comes to me, and I'll happily give them. Yeah. Tech Stand-in Ganga. And if you don't understand the role, we'll have meetings and I'll tell you what those roles are. And then if you think you can do it, you can ask me. Then managing the admin of that domain, this domain with me, or design, doing everything with me. Web design authority. There's no web design authority. I can't call myself design authority. So yeah, so I can't call myself web design authority. So that's there. Then introductions manager. So I do it, and Ganga Priya help me sometimes. Newbie induction. When somebody comes, we have to teach them everything. That is done by Ganga and Priya mostly. And then my agenda, I'm minute taker. There's so much of idea, so much I don't have. I can't ask random people to do it. It is difficult to do it. So I need somebody who can actually do it. So there are so many roles. So I've covered everything that I wanted to say. I might keep updating this. I've put it here currently because not all of you are on GitHub. If you were on GitHub, you'll actually see it in a different place. I'm just copying and pasting from there. GitHub. Go to Journey. So this is the RUMQ Journey thing, which all of us will move to. These are two basic documents. First one you already know. It's RUMQ in a nutshell. Yeah. And the next one is Power with Journal. This is where I'm writing every day. Yeah. From here I copied there. Can you see it? I prefer to do it here only. The same stuff. Yeah. That's why I've gone through all this time. Makes sense? I don't know how long I talked, but sorry for
We
the
cannot see
monologue.
your screen, Pawarji.
Sorry?
We
We
cannot see
cannot
your
see
screen.
the
Oh,
GitHub
sorry.
screen.
Okay, should have said share this tab instead. Thank you. So this is the one where I write. This is the GitHub account we have under RUMQ Journey. RUMQ Journey is the name of the repository that we will use for all this kind of stuff. And if you go there, you will see that there are only two documents at the moment. RUMQ in a nutshell. If the black color is offending to your eyes, I can change it if you want. Should I change it?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. If you're okay to see the dark, sorry. So brief introduction, same thing that you'll already see. This is about RUMQ Journey. And then I'll keep writing documents. All the documents we have in Google Docs, I want it here one day because, like I said, all the advantages. And this is my journal. So you can see the same thing that I've written. They're there. You will all have access to this. Whoever has got GitHub accounts, I will show you around how to do it. That we can make a separate video so everybody can do it. This meeting, I just want to keep it for roles because a lot of people will look at this video to understand roles. So I won't talk about that now. So when it comes to roles, I hope everything is clear. Was there anything that wasn't very clear? Because that may not be clear to the people who listen. So I'll clarify that one. Is everything clear?
Yeah, most of them.
Oh, thank you. That is really good. No? If that is the case, we can stop recording and have a regular normal chat. Okay, because I know because it's recorded, you may not be feeling like asking a few things. So let me stop the recording, and then we'll have a normal chat. Okay. So let me end this meeting properly. Thank you all for coming. It was great pleasure having you, and hopefully you've got some idea of how RUMQ Journey operates. We build in public. You can see what we are doing every day. And if you're in a similar situation, you can learn from us, and we are open. We can give you all the info you need. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me just stop it and say, oh, we have to
Thank you.
end the meeting maybe, right? Oh, no, can I say
No, you
stop?
can just stop recording maybe.
When is recording? Stop recording.